Hold please. 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 Hold please.
Hello, babes. Welcome in. This is Bella After Dark. I am your hostess with the mostest, Shannon, otherwise known as BrownGirlBella. Here we create luxury with a little laughter, beauty with a little banter, and everything in between. Tonight, I have to say with a heavy heart, we're going to talk about my love, my dame, my inspiration to do, little bold and out there eyeshadow looks. We're going to talk about Pat McGrath, and not in a very good way. See, there's a problem, and I've known for a while, and I just could not wrap my head around doing this video. And then these quads came out, and I was like, you know what? I'm not feeling these quads. I'm not feeling this look, this new era that we're in with Pat McGrath, these new formulas, or just none of it. Just none of it. And I need to purge. I need to release what I have been thinking, what I have been feeling for a while now. So if you are new to this channel, hi, welcome in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join the family. It's great over here. But for those of you who have been with me for a while, this is going to come as a big shock to you. But here goes. Her new quads, and she released 2 quads, and I'm going to now show them on the screen. Forgot to pull up her website, but of course, I have it on bookmark so I can pull it up rather easily. All right, so here we go. So let me show you what's going on. So let me share the screen. And here is the new Sublime Blooms. Let me open it up a little bit more. And these are the eyeshadow quads. She's also promoting her color bombs and re-promoting her essence with this. But these are two eyeshadow palettes. Now, let me go into the actual palettes because hopefully you can see this. Let me make sure. Yes. Okay, so let me make sure we're seeing what I want you to see. So here are the blooms. First of all, they are $56, which I wouldn't be mad at if the quality and the packaging were there. And we're going to talk about that in a second. But out of the two that she released, this one that I have on right now is the one that I wanted. I believe it is called Opalescent Orchid. That's what it's called. So let me pull it up again so you can see it closer. This is Opalescent Orchid. Now, I love the purple in here. I love that pinkish tone in there. I even love the aquamarine bluish green in there. And then they have this beautiful, like white, shimmery, almost silver-like sparkle. Here's why I'm not getting it. One, the packaging and the products were made in the USA from outside origin. So they might have brought some ingredients through from Italy and other places that she usually does her eyeshadow formula, but it was all assembled here in the USA. Now, try as I might to go through all of the Pat McGrath that I have, I can tell you the only quads that I have mostly are the ones that are made in Italy. For instance, this one right here in black lacquer was made in Italy. And you can see like the formula is much different than the formula that you are seeing on the screen currently. And then there is one that I do have that was made in the USA of imported ingredients, like what this is. But again, this is black lacquered and it looks like this. So again, you're still getting that Pat McGrath quality and the pigmentation is always there. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Hold, please. There we go. And the quality is there. The luxuriousness of the shades are there. Oops, I just popped myself in the face. But as you can see from the swatch, it's the Pat McGrath that we all know and love, even though it was made in the USA of imported ingredients. And that's going to be telling because as I pulled out the cardboard palettes that I have, like this one, which was what she came out with, I think last Valentine's Day, the Valentine's Day after this past one. So it's this one, and this one again was made in the USA of imported ingredients. And I have this one, which is the Mothership Rose Decadence, and that was also made in the USA of imported ingredients. But as you can see, even though these were made in the USA, the quality is still there. And let me swatch a couple of them here. The quality is still there. The luxuriousness, the shine, they are not dry. They go on really smooth. They're very pigmented. No problem. Herein lies the rub. Now, let me show you the other one, and then we're going to go into the deeper dive. So this is the other one of the two quads. Again, looks pretty, right? Looks like, you know, all the quality, all the shimmer, all the shine is there. But, and however, here's the problem. I have noticed, and I have been noticing, a inconsistency when it comes to Pat's products, especially the ones that have been made in the USA of imported ingredients. I find that the pigmentation is not there, that it doesn't last as long, not as much in her palettes like this, where she has, you know, the 6-pan, but the 4-pan, the quality is just not there as it was in other formulas. Let me go on further to this deep dive that I did and share with you what I uncovered about Pat McGrath. And this may tell the story of why we are seeing such inconsistency in her work, such inconsistency in, like, you know, new launches or new things. Why we haven't really seen as much from her lately. She kind of goes into her cocoon for a little bit and then she comes back out. But what she's come back out with, and I'm going to share with you one more time the colors, because this one right here is called Nirvana Nectar. And these shades right here are all dupeable. These are all shades. Here, let me show it to you one more time. Okay, so these are all shades that I can pull out of a mothership. I can pull out of a 6-pan. I can even probably pull out some 4-pans and duplicate this whole entire palette right here. Same with this one, to a lesser degree, but I do know that some of these shades, like that purple right here, I believe this is a repeat shade, and I believe this one right here is a repeat shade. Now, again, I don't know for sure because I don't have them, and I can't compare them to what I have in my collection and what I know to be true in my collection. But I will tell you, I'm not very impressed with what I've seen thus far with these two palettes. Now, let me tell you a little bit about what I found during a deep dive. So I would say in the past 10 years or so, there have been so many brands that have been launched by celebrity makeup artists, and they are really, really killing the game. So I want to say Charlotte Tilbury. She made a name for herself by being Hollywood glam attainable. She creates all of these products and looks that help you look like you are a Hollywood actress or celebrity superstar. Everything she has that glow effect to it. 𝕊𝕦𝕡𝕟𝕣. 𝕊𝕦𝕡𝕟𝕣 gives you understated elegance. She gives you packaging that you can travel with. It's on the go. And, you know, that's something that we haven't really seen a lot with Pat McGrath. Now, she shook the industry with her own label starting in 2015. She was an immense sensation, and her palettes, her limited edition drops, used to sell out in minutes. And then, you know, of course, there's Pat McGrath herself, right? There's the legend of Pat McGrath. Now, she has a knack for creating viral moments on the runways and then translating that into wearable art that we can wear. I live for her motherships. I have all 11 of them. And I would say that out of everything that I have of Pat McGrath, that remains to be that staple that everyone clamors for. Everybody wants and loves her mothership palettes because they are a work of art. They're big, black, lacquered with the golden plaques on the back. The formulas are all made in Italy. They are beautiful. They are pigmented. They go on really, really smooth, and they give you a lasting shine for hours. So that's what we love, right? We want that fantastically spooky, wonderful looks that she creates. Now, remember that viral moment that she did on the runway just a few months ago, where she had that porcelain doll look for the John Galliano Margiela Couture show? That had everybody clamoring. But again, we didn't see it. She said she was coming out with it. She said it soon. She gave us a whole live showing us, the porcelain doll look. She invited us to try it out for ourselves. And then nothing came of it. Insiders say that it was very expensive to duplicate and that her new holding company, and we'll get to that in a second, said, no, we're not going to spend money in R&D trying to recreate this. And if it doesn't work, we're out of all of that money. So they kind of put the kibosh on it. Now, when she first started in 2015, everybody loved her. All her palettes were selling out. She was on a roll. And then in 2018, Eurazeo Brands, which is a U.S. division of the publicly traded and Paris private equity shop, Eurazeo, they made a $60 million investment in the company at an eye-popping $1 billion evaluation. I remember that clearly when that news came out. They were like, Pat McGrath is a billionaire now. This is going to be great for the brand, great for business. She's going to be very innovative in her looks and her eyeshadow palettes and everything that she does. We're going to have more motherships. We're going to have more vivid colors. We're just going to blow the doors off. And then it didn't. In 2020, Charlotte Tilbury was acquired for over $1 billion. 𝕊𝕦𝕡𝕟𝕣, albeit smaller, has a healthy Sephora business and more commercial ventures that are coming, and is considered to be a 2025 acquisition target. So look for that brand to kind of really start blowing the doors off in 2025. And it has a healthy projection to even grow. Some of these smaller brands that are backed by celebrities like Rare Beauty, Fenty Beauty, they've already gotten their evaluations and they are prized to, if not already, billionaires. We know Fenty Beauty is a $1 billion business. Rare Beauty is primed to do that as well as some other brands. And then we keep seeing more celebrity brands come out. We've seen Serena Williams with a brand. We've now seen Jennifer Aniston is going to come out with something. And the latest to hit the hair care market, Blake Lively. That is Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds' wife, mother of his kids. They've been married forever. She's coming out with a hair care brand. And people love her hair. They love how beautiful it is, how thick it is, how shiny it always looks. And so I feel that that brand will also do well because she is known for having great hair. So all of these businesses are prized to be doing well, but Pat McGrath's more commercial ventures, these 4 pans, some of these 6 pans that she's done, haven't matched her runway supernovas. They haven't gotten to that level of success that her previous work has done. Pat McGrath is known for innovation, and she is known for, really bringing us beautiful looks. But lately, she has been lagging in innovation. myself and others who love her are already saying, like, we want this from you. We want that from you. We want to see more. We want to see more innovation. We want to look, we want to be wowed basically by what's going on. And I feel that that is not happening. Let me stop to say hi to some people. Hey, Ray of Sunshine, welcome in. Lori, hi, welcome in. She says, those look cheap, frankly, not on you in the packaging. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. The one on the screen, definitely. And I've seen some of my beauty counterparts testing it out, swatching it. It's not swatching evenly. It's not going on as smooth and as pigmented as we know Pat McGrath's quads to do. And like I said, I have one that is in that lacquer packaging that was made in the US. And again, the quality here is not what I'm seeing when I look at the eyeshadow quad that she just released. It's just not the same. And it hasn't been the same for a long time. And if I must be real about it, I haven't been wowed by her motherships since maybe mothership 8 or 9. That's the last time I remember it being really, really out there and beautiful. Hey, New Orleans girl, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming. Hey, Edna's World, I see you. Thank you so much. Hey, welcome in. Okay, so getting back to what I uncovered, a couple of things are happening. So the eyeshadow formulas don't have a level of that formulation innovation that makes them worth the cost. $56 for something that is made in cardboard, that doesn't have that black lacquer, that doesn't have that cachet, that luxe look and feel to it, just on the digital screen, not even holding it in your hand, makes me feel like, why would I purchase this? Why would I purchase this? Some people say, well, maybe it's more portable and she's trying to make them more portable. If she is, great, but the quality is just not there to justify the cost of these shadows, especially not of the line's mothership palettes. They're just not of the same quality. And now other brands have kind of caught up with the innovation, with the shades, with giving us, dual chromes and trio chromes, and really creating beautiful, beautiful eyeshadows that are pigmented, that do last, that do give you that wow factor that Pat McGrath used to give. And they're doing it in smaller packaging, but not sacrificing the formula or the shades and what we know from those brands to bring. Okay. Again, when the launch of her motherships came out, like the 2007 and beyond, it started declining. So sales started declining in Sephora around 2017. And they just kept doing the same palettes, the same innovation, the same colors over and over and over again. Like I said, not just taking my word for it, but if you Google Pat McGrath's formulas, if you Google how her palettes are doing, you will see that her palettes have been making a sharp decline, and it has been that way for a while. The brand at Sephora just said that Pat McGrath has not been consistently a strong demand across our product categories, and they expect that sales will turn, but they're not likely to. On Pat's side, I have seen at least 2 rounds of layoffs in the last 6 months. There have been jobs that I actually applied for, in the top of the year that are now back on as hires 6 months later. So that leads me to believe that there's very high turnover. There's very disgruntledness within the brand. And right now, it's a precarious time for Pat and her brand. So now she has a new investor, Sienna Capital, which is another investment arm. They own 15% of Pat McGrath's Cosmetics, worth $4.5 billion. And this 𝕊𝕦𝕡𝕟 family is one of the richest in Canada. An insider to Pat McGrath said that by 2022, the company wasn't even close to profitability. Again, going towards, what I've been saying about the innovations and the new products. What she's been giving us are like remixes and repeats of shadows that we've seen before. Albeit the name has changed, but the look and the feel of the shades are still there. Like I said, I can pull out my motherships and duplicate those palettes that I just showed you at the top of the show. So insiders are really saying that she needs to replicate her uniquely viral, the culture redefining moments. She has a hand in creating some of the most iconic and best-selling products for other brands like the Giorgio Armani Foundation. And it is still the best in the categories of times of best-selling products. Her own product that she released, her own foundation, is also very, very wonderful. So again, this is something that if she wants to do it, she has to start now. Hailey Beavers, Selena Gomez long mastered this technique of reaching out to the public and to social media and endearing themselves to fans. And again, Pat McGrath is a stutter step behind all of her peers in that point as well. I know that, she was very hesitant before to go on camera and she didn't want to do in-store events. She started doing a little bit more of that. We saw that last year, but again, it's only slightly, and she is only putting herself out there a little bit more than she was before. Like I said, that most recent Margiela moment, that could have catapulted her to a launch pad for commercially minded beauty success. Everybody was talking about that beautiful doll look that you can peel off and your skin is still glowing and shiny and healthy looking after putting on the makeup. And they just could not duplicate it in a way that would be cost effective for her and also for us. And so that's not coming out until maybe 2025, if not further down the line, if at all. So these lower quality palettes are alienating her hardcore lovers like me, like other people. And I'm just doubtful that Gen Z is really making up the difference, especially when they have palettes to look for from other brands that are giving you the quality at a lesser price. And, Pat is still struggling to get where they are. The more that Gen Z is interested in makeup, the more they're going to her contemporaries or celebrities that they look up to instead of going to Pat McGrath. So I'm going to stop there, babes. I think that you kind of get the gist of what I am saying. I want to pull up Lori's point because she does make a good point. She says that the collabs she thinks were not positive for her in terms of quality and reputation. Yes, she did do a bunch of collabs. She did a Bridgerton collab. Before that, she did some Star Wars collabs, and she did some celebrity-backed product endorsements as well. She did one with Naomi Campbell. She also did one with the lead in Bridgerton. I'm drawing a name of her name, but she plays Penelope on Bridgerton. So she did a Nicola Cunningham, I think her name is. She did a collab with her. So both of those didn't do as well as I think other collabs and other brands have done in the past. And I really think that she is struggling at this point, trying to find her legs, trying to find where she fits in this new landscape of luxury beauty. I really feel like this may be the end of her brand. This may be the signs that either she's pulling away and not doing the day-to-day activities of this brand. Maybe she's going to bring in a new creative director to help her. I don't know, but I do know that it is floundering right now. And I feel like we have yet to get to a level with Pat McGrath that we can trust that everything that she puts out there and touches will be golden. Usually around the fall time, around late August, beginning of September, she comes out with a new mothership. That would be Mothership 12 at this point. And to be honest with you, if it's not fantastic, if it does not wow me, if it's not a new color story that really motivates me to buy, I probably would not buy it. I probably would not buy Mothership 12. I'm definitely not buying these eyeshadow quads. Like I said, I feel that I have enough shadows in my collection of Pat McGrath that I really, really love. And I feel that I don't need to buy these quads, especially if I'm not passionate about it, especially if I feel like it's the same old boringness that we've seen in some of these 4-pan quads of hers. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not a knocker of her cardboards. Two of the ones that I love, she actually came out with during the holiday season. I believe this one was the first one. I love this palette. I think that she gave us quality. You know, she gave us a little touch of luxe with the black lacquer. But all of these colors here are beautiful. And like I said, here's one that looks sort of like what we saw in that quad, although a little deeper and definitely more pigmented than what we know of her other ones. This one right here, again, beautiful, beautiful pigmentation, beautiful shine. It's just giving luxe. And this is in a cardboard packaging. So not saying they can't be done, they just haven't been done to my satisfaction to make me want to go out and purchase it. The other one that I will say I loved was the one that she came out with. This is Celestial Divinity. Again, this is all cardboard. Half of this was shades that she used in the Star Wars, so I already have them. But again, when you look at this color right here, definitely looks like something that I can dupe from that new quad. And it is beautiful. Look at that. So again, I have dupeable shades in here, shades that I can definitely use that will create that same look and feel of these new Sublime colors. Even, I will go so far as to say, even the last one that I bought, and I believe this came out last year. This one right here, again, beautiful. She had this one, and then she had the one with the purples in here. I didn't get the ones with the purples because by the time I decided to pull the trigger on it, it was already sold out. But they do have it in a quad, those same purple shades, in that palette that she did for Valentine's Day, the Love palette, same shades that were in here. And then I also heard that the quad that I was going to get with those purpley shades, that is also from that line too. So again, she is duping a lot of things that she's already done. She is reformulating and repackaging a lot of shades and naming them differently from what she did before. And it's not falling on deaf ears. It's not passing the sniff test for those Pat McGrath aficionados, collectors like myself. We all feel like we've been let down. We've been led astray. This is not the work that we know Pat McGrath can do. I am floored by saying this. I really am, because I love Pat McGrath. I love her formulas. I love her innovation, but it just has not been hitting for me lately. I have been gravitating more to my Natasha Denonas. I've been pulling out more of my indie brands like Sydney Grace. Mwah, her quality and innovation is fantastic. Another indie brand to keep an eye on, Odin's Eye Cosmetics. Man, I have a couple of shades from them, a couple of palettes, and I'm going to tell you, if you close your eyes, and I did one eye with Odin's Eye and one eye with Pat McGrath, you would not believe the difference. You would not notice it. You would not know that this was two different palettes. And I'm actually going to do a look similar. I'm going to use similar shades, and I'm going to create a look, one eye being Pat McGrath, the other eye being Odin's Eye, and I'm going to have you guys look and see what, if you notice any difference. I doubt that you will notice any difference, because I'm telling you, I have swatched these brands. I have used these brands. The quality is there. The pigmentation is there. I mean, Natasha Denona's Golden Palette, it was a palette I didn't think I wanted, but now I'm so glad I have this in my collection. It is giving. It is giving. And the golds that are in here rival any of Pat McGrath's golds. It's there. The pigmentation is there. So when you get these that are lesser costing than the Pat McGraths and equal or better quality in terms of eyeshadow performance, why would you buy a $56 quad when you can pay $65 and get the quality in here or in any of Natasha Denona's midi sizes? And, for all I say about Charlotte Tilbury, it's old world glamour. For the new girls that want to dip it and do it, like, they might not, gravitate to it. It's a stodgy brand. But I'm going to tell you, her face products are beautiful. They are luminous, and they give you that great, great shine and mateness or glowy look that you all love. And in terms of quality, it's there. Same, like I said, with Odin's Eye and a number of other brands too. I think 𝕊𝕦𝕡𝕟 Cosmetics, although, they kind of tend to lean on the neutral side, They always come out with great innovations and great colors and things that you can blend. And you can always throw something else from another palette on top of them to add a little bit more sparkle and shine to your look. For me, I'm like, I think I'm good with everything that I have from Pat McGrath. And like I said, unless she comes out with something innovative, something out of the box, something that I don't currently already have, I'm probably not going to purchase anything. I know she came out with these lip pencils, but to me, the best lip pencils that really give me everything that I'm looking for is NARS. And I have all of the reds that I ever need from Pat McGrath. I have a bunch of NARS pencils in all types of shades. So for me, I felt like that wasn't different enough or special enough for me to splurge on that. I did get the 2 new glow bombs, and that I had for a while, since I think the beginning of spring. I actually have one here that I used a few days ago. This is Electric Bloom Glow. Beautiful, beautiful color, giving you that bright orange that when you blend it out, gives you a beautiful glow to the skin. Look at that. So I love these. I have about 4 of these. I have some for the fall, winter time, and then I have 2 that I got for the spring and summer. So I'm good there as well. I already have the Rose Glow that I use as my prep to skincare before I go into makeup. So I'm all set there. So I don't think that there's anything that I really, really need. Even when it came to complexion, I have her foundation. I'm running out of it, but there's so many new foundations that hit the market that I'm trying and I'm going through that I haven't felt the need to re-up on my Pat McGrath foundation thus far. So will I do it in the future? Maybe, but for right now, I'm good. Plus, I just got some new foundation that I am so geeked to try out in a trying new makeup video coming soon. But yeah, I'm just not feeling it, babes. I'm not feeling this look of hers. I'm not feeling that she's not reaching out to us. I feel that something's going on in the innovation and the product development. And usually those are signs that they're struggling. The brand is struggling. When there's no product innovation, when there's no new products out, these are just remixes of things that she's already had. So for me, it's just not worth it. Like I said, $56 for these quads just don't justify it for me. I feel that $56 could be better placed elsewhere. The payoff is not good. The creamy blendable textures that we know her brand to bring us is just not there. And I'm sad about it. I'm really, really sad about it. I really feel like this might be a turning point for those who are diehard, never say never, always willing to give her a chance, Pat McGrath fans like myself. I think we're all getting very, very frustrated with what is going on and the fact that we continually just get more and more products that just do not wow us as the months go on. So unless there's a change, I feel that this brand may be headed for disaster. But that's not the only one. So next week, we're going to talk about some more brands that are really, really struggling right now. And we will, of course, bring it to you. as we have never brought it to you before here on Brown Girl Bella. So that is going to be it for today. Wow, I am ending early, but I want to thank you all for coming in and watching. And don't forget that every Thursday night, 9 o'clock, I go live here at Brown Girl Bella for our Bad Bella After Dark. And I'm going to talk more about this in a on Mondays we McGrath to just talk about the quality and the formulas a little bit more detailed. But for now, we're going to leave it here. And as always, I love you for watching, and you have now been Bellified. Take care, and I'll see you back here soon. Bye.